If they have the audacity to rule for 40 plus years, you don't even have the audacity to ask for accountability.
Mukyala wa Museveni nagamba nti yayingire Makerere nga yakoma mu senior 3 nga mutabani wa Amin.
She holds a bachelor's degree in arts in education from Makerere University.
Whether she sat in the office of the vice chancellor or not, did she sit the exams and did she pass? And if she did, then I guess she is educated. It doesn't matter like the nomenclature of how she got the papers. The most important thing is, did she pass? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Kakati, a lot of stuff is going on, and it's in regards with Mrs. Museveni's education. Uganda was hosted on Simba, and he had a couple of things to say about that. A bunch of clips have been flying around, and yeah, there is this clip I'm going to play for you. But then again, later on, it gets better with Nachi's story. So let's watch the clip, and then it gets better later. Let's watch.
Mukyala wa Museveni nagamba nti yayingire Makerere nga yakoma mu senior 3 nga mutabani wa Amin.
Mature entrant.
Mature yayingira course atunzizaayo. Yayingira course ya education ng'oteeka okuba ng'olina diploma, oteeka okuba nga wasomesa emyaka 3, oteeka okuba ng'olina teaching subject. Ku ebyo nga talinaako n'ekimu. Naye saa kuddayo. Naye kyemadde nkuleetera nti mukyala wa Museveni nti yalinnyako Makerere kusoma. Professor Ebong ayinako course emu gye yali asomesa mu School of Education. Na mu interview ngako ngali nkumba. Bamugamba agende nakasera asomese muko munene n'abagamba State House is not a classroom environment. Na nibafunire lecture omuto n'agenda namusomesa. Mukyala wa Museveni yajja Makerere nga jendi nga mulaba. Kola bibuuzo ebisembayo ate do yajja Professor Sebufu yali ku university. Yafuluma office yona ne bagyetooloola. Omukyala n'atula muri okukola ebibuuzo oba yabyewa nga yenvigireeta ye buli kimu mu office ya vice chancellor mwe yatuula.
Okay, so I have a couple of things to say about that, but Nachi saw probably these videos and she had to tell us the story of Mrs. Museveni. Let's watch.
So good morning, guys. This video is for Gen Zs and Gen Zs only. If you're not, scroll. Guys, yesterday I went down the rabbit hole on guess who? The First Lady of Uganda. So apparently she was born in Kagara County, Ntungamo District in 1948. That was my first red flag because there was no such thing as Ntungamo District. Tell us what it was called during the British colonial times. Anyways, that is okay. Then apparently she fled to Tanzania in 1971, which means she was just 23 years old. You get what I'm saying? So in 1971, she fled to Tanzania, and in 1973, she married Kaguta Museveni. In 1974, apparently, she gave birth to her first son, who is Muhoozi Kainerugaba.
Now, that's the thing that people really schooled her on, but she did it on a purpose. We shall see in the next video when it's... Oh, man.
Listen and stay with me, because apparently she stayed in Tanzania until 1979 because of Idi Amin Dada's reign. Now, apparently, they came back to Uganda, but I don't know why they didn't come back. They went to Kenya between 1980 and 1983. They were in exile in Nairobi. Then, apparently, she went to Sweden with the family, and they lived there until when Museveni took over power in 1986 in January, but the family didn't come back until May of 1986. Now, it is said that apparently she holds a bachelor's degree in arts in education from Makerere University. And at the same time, apparently she has a diploma in early childhood development, blah, blah, from Sweden. And then at the same time, she has a master's from UCU. But that was not really my concern. My question was, when did she go to Makerere? Did she go to Makerere before 1971, where she should have been like now at 19, 20, 21 and did the degree? Or did she go to Makerere after 1986 when she had become the First Lady of Uganda? So those were too many red flags for me. And then I remembered that in 2016 she was made the Minister of Education, and by the way, so much changed. And after she was made the Minister of Education, do you guys remember that in 2016, the same year she was made the Minister of Education, Makerere University fucking burnt down? Yeah, that is it. I feel like Uganda is still in 1986 because we've never changed. Because how can you grow if you don't change? Imagine you are still in the body of a 10-year-old as a 40-year-old man. If you're going to send me death threats, if you're going to warn me, warn yourself.
So she puts up that video. That's like 3 days ago. And a lot of people actually do warn her about a bunch of things. They're telling her, why do you need to do that? Why do you need to call out certain things you just like need to keep quiet? Which I think, yeah, truly, certain things you just like, you just need to let them go. But now she doesn't stop there. She doubles down and records another video that she put out yesterday. Let's watch.
During my Form 6 leavers in the yearbook, I was awarded the post for class clown at Gayaza High School in my year. And let me tell you guys, nothing about the video I made yesterday was actually funny. There's nothing funny about asking about the qualifications of the Minister of Education. And that just exposed how systematically rotten our society is. Because if older people see that and they are sending you death threats, they are sending you warnings, it says more about the government they have than about me as an individual. Because that shows that anybody who questions is shaking that paper truth. Is shaking. It doesn't have to be me. So a quick background as well. In 2023, I also told you guys I tried to take my own life. And this is not because I actually hate life, but it is because at that point, I thought my parents couldn't provide for me. I felt like a burden in this world. And this morning, I saw a video of a gentleman talking about how this young 15-year-old boy wanted to end his life because he was seeing his mother get abused by the father. Driving to my point, yesterday I used a common truth, as so we would say, to say that the first lady is the mother of so and so. I knew that according to rumor, she isn't. But I used that trigger to get some of you to give me the truth in the comments, which you did. You exposed yourselves. But at the end of the day, today's video is more of trying to show you guys that whether you speak, whether you don't, you are going to die. The system has let us down so much that fear and survival is no longer our top priority. Let me tell you guys, when I read about mental health, when I read about poverty, when I read about unemployment, when I read about the crime rates, what do you think is causing all that? People have given up on life. And you think that survival is our top concern? If they have the audacity to rule for 40 plus years, you don't even have the audacity to ask for accountability. And the fucking old people who should be asking for accountability and change, well, they damn care more about surviving. Like, what the hell is actually going on? I am so disappointed in the fact that you guys find asking for accountability funny. And instead of questioning your system, you feel like attacking us. You've left us, dumped all the trauma on us. You're not allowed to ask this. You're not allowed to do that. And you think we are happy to be here?
Okay. Nachi's thoughts are all hers, and they're very interesting things. But I will not go into her things. Maybe you can tell me down in the comment section about what you think about what she says and stuff like that. But I want to go back to Simba Uganda's thingy. So let's just say that Mrs. Museveni fled the country before she went to the university. The husband took the presidency, and now they come back to Uganda. She's now the first lady. Do you want her to attend, like to go to the same classrooms as a common person? Because, I mean, this is a whole president's wife. Security-wise and in a way, like, I don't know, man. Even a celebrity cannot attend classrooms like normally, you understand? Because this is going to sort of like now the people who are like going to study with her, or like the whole entire university is going to be put on shutdown because this one person is going to attend class. So at a point, I feel like there had to be sort of like a solution to not inconvenience other students who are going to be at the university. So it's better to probably get, if you can afford it, of course, taxpayers' money. If you can afford it, get the lecturers to go to a certain place where you can meet and they teach you stuff. I feel like that's much better than this one person having their security detail go into a whole university and then everybody has to be kuwunkenke and they're like, ah. So now on to the qualifications. Does she have the qualifications? Now, according to Samu Uganda, if she studied and they took her lecturers to study and then she came and sat for the exams as it is shown, according to him, whether she sat in the office of the vice chancellor or not, did she sit the exams and did she pass? And if she did, then I guess she is educated. It doesn't matter like the nomenclature of how she got the papers. The most important thing is, did she pass? So the best thing to ask for is, what does it take to be the Minister of Education and Sports? Is it still the same ministry? Yeah. What does it take? Like, what are the requirements needed for that position? And if she has them, then I think she qualifies. But if she doesn't have them, then I don't know what happens next. But anyway, in Japan, they have this thing whereby your qualifications from like the old education system doesn't matter. It's more about what best ideas and how best can you serve the position that you're in. And if you do it perfectly well, your education and your past doesn't really matter. And I think that's where we're headed as a sort of like a people. Education is not going to really matter. But where we are today, it kind of does. So tell me what you think, and what you think about Samuju's electric and Nachi's whatever she's putting herself into. Yeah, what do you think? Please put your comments down below, and see you in the next one. Peace.